For our first Madden 25 tips breakdown, we're going to take a look at a blitz out, the 46 Bear. It's called wall stunt. Now, this particular defense is going to wind up bringing pressure from the right end as far as the way we're going to set this up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the setup here. And what we need to do is we need to go ahead and take control of this guy right here, which happens to be the middle linebacker. Now, sometimes he'll line up back here. So if he's back here, you still need to bring him up to the line of scrimmage where he lines up head up over the right tackle, such as what you're seeing right there on your screen. You can see there's the right tackle, and you can see on your screen right there that I'm lined up right across from him. Now, what I like about this particular defense is it is very simple to set up, and what we're looking for with this one is we're hoping that these offensive linemen are all going to go to the inside here and look to block in this area here. So you'll see these guys go towards this area here. Even though they're not doing slide protection to the right, they should wind up blocking to the inside because of where I put that middle linebacker at. And when that happens, then we're going to wind up getting pressure off the edge. It's going to wind up coming from this guy right here, which is going to wind up being the right end. He's going to wind up coming off the side over there, and he's going to be the one that applies that pressure on the quarterback. And that's the one that we're looking for with this particular defense. Now, as far as the rest of the setup goes, really all I got to do is I got to go ahead and take control of the middle linebacker and stay in control of them. And then I want to hold down this right trigger right here before the snap. Now, this is something that you've seen me do in years past. For you guys that follow me, you know I like to do this. And the idea of this is to try to get, for example, maybe this guy right here, this right guard, maybe they look to block me, maybe this right tackle over here. One of these two guys, I'm just hoping at least looks to block me. And then if they do that, it should give me enough time to go ahead and get that right end in. In this case, it's going to probably come in from the right tackle, or excuse me, the right guard is going to look to block me. And then what's going to wind up happening is he's going to look that way, and then at the last second, he's going to try to turn around. And he's going to try to wind up blocking this guy as he comes in as far as this end. He's going to try to block him as he goes after the quarterback. As far as on the offensive side of the ball, we got four guys going out. So we got four receivers going out, the two receivers, the tight end, and plus the running back. And then the fullback, he's staying in the pass block, and he's blocking towards the right as you see on your screen there. So when you run this play, it's best to run it against pro-type formations such as the I-form pro or compressed type. Let me rephrase that. Best to run against base formations such as the I-form pro or compressed formations such as the strong close. Don't run it against spread formations. You're probably going to wind up getting burnt. So right now, before the snap, I'm actually holding down the right trigger, and I want you guys to go ahead and watch this. And you can see right there we wind up getting that pressure off the edge coming from Julius Peppers of the Bears. He winds up coming in real hard and winds up applying that pressure. Really not a whole lot to this one. And the only other thing I can point out with this particular defense, when you're in control of this guy, again, once this is this middle linebacker and you're holding down that right trigger, you don't have to hold it down very long. Matter of fact, it's just a split second. As soon as that ball snaps, release it. The only thing all you're trying to do is just get this guy just to hesitate just for a second. Just like in real football, when you bring a guy down or when they bring a guy down near the line of scrimmage, it confuses the offensive lineman. And that's what I'm trying to do here. It's trying to make them think, is he going to blitz? Is he coming? Is he not coming? And that's the idea of this, is trying to get that lineman, in this case, going to be that right guard, to think, is he coming or not? Is he coming? Do I need to block him? And that's the idea of this. And then you just release him, and then it winds up getting this pressure that you're seeing right here as you see the defensive end. Again, this is the right end coming off the edge, putting that pressure on the quarterback right there. So it's pretty quick pressure. Obviously, it can be countered, but it's certainly something that I've been running so far. It's giving me a little bit of pressure, at least a little bit of success. There are a couple of weak spots, as you can see out here. The flats possibly could be open where you could throw it to the flats real quick. And the other thing I did want to point out, the reason that you want to release this guy back into his coverage, his hook zone, you can see that this tight end who's lined up right here could be a threat. So you got to release him basically right after the ball snap. You got to wait about a split second and then release him so you can hurt him drop back. Otherwise, as you can see, there could be an opportunity where your opponent could wind up hitting this guy down the seam. And that's something you got to watch for. So this one is called 46 Bear Wall Slide, looking to get pressure coming off the edge from the right end.